Hello, Jeff Disher here from OpenAutonomy. Today I'm going to talk about how to use simple storage in an OpenAutonomy server to not only manage your own files and back them up in sort of this cloud storage system, but also how you can use this further to collaborate with people in order to share files effectively and actually work together. So I'm going to be using two browsers to show how it would work if you were two different users. And also the thing to remember here is that only the user who actually owns the simple storage application needs to actually be a user on the OpenAutonomy server. No one else who's interacting with it needs to be. You just you can have as much control as you want when you interact with them, and I'll show you how that works. So first of all, what we're going to do is open our simple storage. And now as you can see, this is very simple. It just has this cat appearance picture here, and there's nothing else going on. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create a new directory, and I'm going to do this assuming there's sort of like two different projects I'm working on. I'm going to have one for cats, and we'll call one projects. So there's these two different directories. Now, there's nothing in here, but I'm going to start by I'm actually going to upload another copy of that cat appearance picture, just to have something to start out with here. So you see that's there now, and I'm going to go back to the top. See, this navigates kind of similar to what you'd expect on your kind of home PC with the way to get up and down and move around. So I'm going to go into the projects folder here, /projects, and I'm going to add something different. I'm going to say it's this distributed testing nodes, because say this is something like a project where I'm working with some other people and we're doing some testing and some documentation and things like that. So now, say that I want to, I'm going to go back to the top again. Say I'm trying to make kind of a big collection of all the pictures of the cats of all my close friends or my family or something like that. But I want them to be able to have access to this, to be able to see what I'm putting here, and also to be able to access this and upload their own cat pictures. So what I'm going to do is say, all right, I'll share this, because it says here, cats is not shared, and there's the warning saying if you do decide to share this, other people will be able to see and change the data. So you have to be responsible for what's going on there, because we're giving you complete control over this, which means that you need to be taking care of it yourself. But that's fairly easy to do. And I'll show you how you can prevent certain problems as well. So I'm going to say, all right, we'll share this read-write. So you can see this shows up as a shared directory. And what this means is whoever has this link can both read and write it. So what you do is I'm going to right-click this and copy the link. I'm going to go over to this other browser in Firefox. I'm going to paste that link in here. And this is like if I gave this link to somebody, one of the people I was working on this project with, or putting together this collection of cat pictures with. And you can see they now have access to my storage system. It shows that I own it, but it shows that they're not logged in. And they have the normal kind of appearance that I have. The only difference is that I have this option about managing directory sharing. They don't have that. They can only see this information this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some other pictures here. So there's some, I want to add this one maybe and that one. So I'm going to upload these two pictures, other cat pictures, and those now get uploaded. So now those pictures have been added here. So you see, even though they weren't actually logged in as an OpenAutonomy user, because I gave them access to my shared storage as some other user, then they can now modify it kind of on my behalf. So now so I'm going to be looking at this, and you can see now if I refresh this, yeah, those pictures are there. This is back as me again. Now, that's fine, but anyone that has this link can use it this way. Well, what if I'm worried that, what if either I'm done putting together this collection, I no longer need to be able to show people, or I no longer need people to be able to change this, or maybe we got worried that someone we didn't want to have the link got access to it. Maybe they're going to start uploading something we don't want them to, or deleting files or something like that. Because remember, anyone with this read-write link can change anything they want there, including deleting the files. One other note though, is that you can see they can't get out of this directory. They think it's the base of the storage system, but it's actually not. Because if I look at the base, it's got this other stuff. They're only living inside this cats directory. So they can't change anything else. They can't change that projects directory that I have or anything like that. But say that I'm done working with them, I no longer want them to have access to this information. So it's pretty easy. I can just say, all right, stop sharing. So now it's no longer shared. So if we go back over here and say I do something like, okay, say this is something that was given out to someone nefariously, and we want them to be able to delete this, and they go, haha, and it fails. And the reason is they're not actually allowed to have access to this directory. If I refresh the page, you can see they no longer can do this because I removed the ability to share the directory. If I reshare it again, say I'm now done with putting together this collection, and I just want to be able to hand this out to people to show people kind of the finished collection of cat pictures or something. I can say share read only. Now this means no one will be able to use it. No one will be able to change it, but they can look at it. Now you can see if I go over here, this link that got leaked out, they still can't use that because that one's gone. That's never coming back. We created a new link. So now this is how you protect yourself if you're worried that someone might have leaked the link, is you just destroy it and recreate it, and then you've now protected yourself and you know that, okay, now the only people who have access are the people I gave the new link to. So if I'm going to copy this link now and say I hand this out to a friend, they can actually see everything here, but they can't change anything. So they can look at these pictures and download them, but that's it. They can't actually upload new things, delete files, create directories, or anything like that. So that's fine, but say I'm doing something else as well. I've got a project where I want to work with some people here, so I'm going to hand out this link to other people. And you can see this list of shared directories is kept open, so I can always know what's currently shared. So I'm going to copy this link and hand it out to someone I'm working with. And they have the same appearance now. Say we want project 1. They're going to create new directories here and start actually adding files. And note again, this user is not logged in. I've just given them this link. We're collaborating even though OpenAutonomy doesn't need to kind of control them in any way, because you're just using a service we provide and you're extending that service to somebody else. So now in this new directory, we could say, all right, let's upload we've got some performance data that we'd want to put into this project. So I'll upload that. You can see that now shows up here. And if I then go over here and refresh this list, I can see as the project owner who's been working with it and that these new files have been added. So, and again, once the project is done, I can say, okay, we're done. We're gonna ship this out. We no longer want anyone to be interacting with it. Stop sharing, and immediately it locks everyone else out. So this is how you can actually control, how you can use OpenAutonomy storage in a way that allows you to, first of all, just create an offsite backup. Because remember, these are real links. This is just a simple web application. You can access this from anywhere in the world once you log in. And it means that now you have a kind of a convenient way to get access to your files, a place to store the offsite backups, but also a way you can do these kind of really complex ways of sharing and collaborating with other people. Because, yeah, you can create directories that you give various kinds of access to different people. And this will allow you to collaborate with anyone. It doesn't require that they create an account or anything ahead of time. As far as OpenAutonomy is concerned, they are acting as you when you hand out that link. So we're not going to do anything to restrict what you can do with that. And of course, once you come back out, if you go to your identity, the storage system is always going to be saying what you've been doing here. So you can tell, okay, it's almost 1% full because it starts with a gigabyte. And also just to be able to show kind of the other ways that other applications see what you've done is if I go to, for example, user details, just as a simple example, I can actually go over here and say, oh, what if I changed my appearance to be this thing? You can see it's updated to the different cat picture. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cancel out of here. But that's kind of a way that you can, all your different OpenAutonomy applications can collaborate with each other, but also how you can use simple storage to allow other people access to your storage system in OpenAutonomy. So you can collaborate with them in any way that you want, and you have complete control over how to lock them out if you're done sharing with them or you're worried that someone's kind of leaked that link to someone else. So anyway, I hope that was useful. And again, please let me know if there's any questions and if there's any other problems that you find with this. Thanks. Bye.